to the Chief Guest, Mr.Soumen Mitra, Commissioner of Police Kolkata, Vice Principals of the Primary Section, Ms. Roma Gomes, and our guests of honor, Father Jairaj Veliswamy SJ and Father Dominic Savio SJ, members of the teaching and non-teaching staff, student representatives, and students from our very school, and are my fellows of areas. Today, as I commence the closing ceremony of X-Uberance 2021, we shall begin the day's proceedings with a prayer song, which will be sung by our very own Miss Julita Vasu, Miss Anusia Mandal, and Miss Anandita Das. Ma'am, the stage is yours.
बोलो
Thank you, teachers, for providing a wonderful start with it. Now, I would like to call upon Ms. Roma Gomes, our dignitaries, and our chief guest, to come up on the stage for the lighting of the lamp.
देखो तो कैमरा चल रहा है एंथम से
नहीं ठीक है यहाँ पर ही रहेगा
जस्ट डू दैट वन सीन बिकॉज़ दैट गाइस गोना ब्लॉक यू
वो ब्लॉक करेगा आई कैन नॉट मूव माई कैमरा ही हैज़ द लिबर्टी आई डोंट हैव हर्ष हर्ष
Now, I would like to call upon a Vice Principal from our primary section, Ms. Roma Gomes, to come up and say a few words.
A very good morning to our chief guest, Mr.Soumen Mitra, IPS, Commissioner of Police, Kolkata, Reverend Father Rector, Father Jairaj Velaswamy, SJ, Reverend Dr. Dominic Savio, SJ, Principal St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, all the other respected dignitaries present today, our ALSOC members, their teaching and non-teaching staff, students from different participating schools, media partners, and my dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a very warm and hearty welcome to you all on behalf of Father Principal Dr. M. Thavasin Arulapan SJ, who could not be present today as he is unwell, and the entire Xaverian family. Welcome. Although not physically present here today, it is his encouragement and constant support towards the school, the teachers and students in all their efforts that has culminated into such a successful completion of X-Uberance 2021. It has been a privilege for all of us to be a part of the 2-day-long annual school fest and witness the array of different events in which 25 different schools participated, especially the young boys and girls from the junior and middle school levels for the first time this year. This year is indeed special as we at St. Xavier's Collegiate School are having a year-long celebration to commemorate the 500th anniversary of the conversion of St. Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Society of Jesus. Paul J. Mayer once said, "Productivity is never an accident. It is always a result of a commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort." With the conception of making this X-Uberance special to the meticulous planning under the able guidance of Father Principal and the teachers in charge, with the timely support and cooperation from the sponsors, media partners, friends and well-wishers, to the execution of the plan and with the excellent organization of the events, X-Uberance 2021 has finally made a mark in the legacy of the school. We are here today at the prize distribution and closing ceremony of X-Uberance 2021 to celebrate the success of the hard work of the entire team. Congratulations once again to all of you for your achieving your goal. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for this invitation. We would now like to invite Mrs. Basu to introduce our chief guest.
पीछे से सुनना, मेरा पैड से मेरा SD कार्ड को बॉक्स लेके आएगा पीछे से,
कितना जरा
लेके आना
Good morning,
बैकअप में
ladies
रख
and
देगा.
gentlemen. It is my proud privilege to introduce a person like Mr.Soumen Mitra, who is an Indian police service officer currently posted as the Commissioner of Police Kolkata, a recipient of the President's Police Medal and the Chief Minister's Police Medal for outstanding service. He combines his official duties with a keen appreciation for heritage, restoration, sports, and social service. An alumnus of St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Presidency College, Calcutta, and Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, he has been closely associated with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the World Health Organization, and was awarded the Intact Anirudh Bhargav Environmental Award in 2021. In short, a thorough gentleman, a true Xaverian. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. We are truly honored to have you here, sir. We would now love to invite Mr. Soumen to felicitate our chief guest for the day, Mr. Soumen.
आदित्य हट जा.
Yet another one.
Thank you, ma'am. We would now like to call upon the Alpha campus to felicitate our chief guest.
Thank you. So we would now like to invite Mrs. Soma Gomes to felicitate Father Dominic Savio, the principal of St. Xavier's College, and Father Rector. Please, Father.
थामे सर. शिक्षित.
Kaka, Reverend Father Dr. Dominic Savio, Principal of St. Xavier's College, and respected Vice Principal, Ms. Soma Gomes, and all our teachers, support staff, and ALSOB members, and other police officers, other guests and friends. A very good morning to all of you, and especially to our students. It's a very, very special occasion as we come together to close this X-Uberance 21 we have in our midst none other than the Commissioner of Police of Kolkata, an alumnus of St. Xavier's Collegiate School. So, sir, you bring us great encouragement, especially to our students, and surely in your days back here in the collegiate school, you would have had a great experience of growing, playing on this ground, and being molded and shaped by our esteemed team of teachers and fathers and so on. And your presence in our midst this morning brings us great inspiration of what you went on to achieve for Bengal, for India. Your life becomes a message to all of us, our students of our own school plus students of many other participating schools. We are very proud and we feel very happy to have you in our midst. And a small reflection that came to my mind as we were sitting and watching the whole program. In St. Xavier's, yes, we want to form people of varied talents and skills. We are not happy to just educate, train a teacher, but a teacher who would go on to train and make more teachers. We don't want to just to turn out a cricket player, but a cricket player going out of St. Xavier's would go on to train more cricket players. Not just a musician, but a musician from St. Xavier's Collegiate School would go on into the society and make more musicians. That should be the spirit of what we imbibe, what we gain from our collegiate school, from this august institution, makes us a contributor to the nation. So that should be the spirit for all of us, our students. So I wish you that kind of spirit of not just thinking for yourself, but thinking more for others, for our country, for our nation. Thank you. God bless all of you.
Thank you, Father, for those kind words. Now, I would like to call upon both Mitra to felicitate Mrs. Soumen.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I'd like to request the chief guest for the day, Mr.Soumen Mitra, to come up on the stage and address the gathering. Please, sir.
Father Felicitation, Father Dominic Savio, Mrs. Gomes, Mrs. Basu, teachers of St. Xavier's, parents, students of the school, students of other schools who have participated in X-Uberance, a very good morning to all of you. This is like homecoming for me. I was educated in this school and partly in this college, so it brings back very, very fond memories. In school, we did not have X-Uberance or an occasion to show our skills in music, but during our times, we were encouraged to play more in the fields, so we excelled in that. I'm glad that the fathers have called me to give away the prizes and not called me to judge, because I was terrible in singing. And I remember as I was walking through the traumatic days of singing class in small school, where I would inevitably get a rap on my head and my teacher would say, "Mitra, you can't sing at all." But having seen my son growing, I realize that schools, teachers, as well as parents are encouraging their wards to excel, encourage them to take part in various parts of life. In the olden times, even during our times, it was the parents and the teachers would say, the only aim is to get into a medical college or an engineering college. But over the years now, the avenues have changed. There are so many and so many professions one can go into, from culinary studies to animation to cyber forensic to social media, whatnot. So I'm very happy that parents have changed, teachers have changed, and they have not forced young boys and girls to only concentrate on studies. If you are good in any field, you will bring pride not only to your family, but to the nation. Thank you very much, teachers, for encouraging our boys to participate and pursue what they feel is good for them. I'm also very happy that you have called me here and given me a lot of prizes. Had I known this, gifts, had I known this, I would have got a small van or something to carry them. But during our times, we did carry a lot of prizes on annual sports days or during football and cricket events. St. Xavier's has made us what we are today. They have encouraged the teachers and the parents and the fathers who are here. They shaped us. It was not only studies, but also encouraged us to participate in extracurricular activities. And I'm glad, and as I hear from my son, that such endeavor is still continuing. Thank you, teachers and fathers of this school and college. I understand there are teachers and students from other schools. I'm very happy that you have participated here in spite of this pandemic, and most of your programs were online. This is a very encouraging thing, and I'm sure that such school fests will continue and bring out the talent that you have within. So thank you very much for calling me here, and I wish that X-Uberance continues. I also thank the old boys who are here and for their support to not only X-Uberance but also in various fields that the school and the college participates. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those enlightening words. We shall now start with the much-awaited segment of the program, the award ceremony. With 28 events and more than 23 schools, all the schools have displayed an excellent display of skills. However, in the spirit of competition, we need to choose some winners. We'll start with the awards of Mood Court. In the third place, we have the tied winners of Our Lady Queen of the Mission Schools and Lakshmipat Singhania Academy. In the second place, we have Don Bosco Park Circles. And in the first place, in Mood Court, we have Loreto House. Next up, we have the English debate. In the third place, we have the Birla High School. In the second place, we have the Garden High School. And in the first place of English debate, we have Delhi Public School, Ruby Park. Next up, we have the cricket auction. In the third place, we have joint winners. We have St. Xavier's Collegiate School and Don Bosco School, Lilwa, tied for the third place. And in the first place of cricket auction, we have, again, tied winners. We have La Martinia for boys and Delhi Public School, Ruby Park. For the senior quiz event, in the third place, we have St. Xavier's Collegiate School. In the second place, we have South City International School. And in the first place of the senior quiz, we have Birla High School. For the Bengali debate, in the third place, we have La Martiniere for boys. In the second place, we have Sri Shikshayadan School. And in the first place, we have Loreto House. For the Hindi Antakshari event, in the third place, we have Our Lady Queen of the Mission School, Salt Lake. In the second place, we have Delhi Public School, Ruby Park. And in the first place, we have St. Xavier's Collegiate School. For the Valorant event, a first time in the history of X-Uberance, in the third place, we have Delhi Public School, Ruby Park. In the second place, we have Lakshmipat Singhania Academy. And in the first place, we have Garden High School. For the chess event, in the third place, we have St. James School. In the second place, we have Garden High School. And in the first place, we have St. Xavier's Collegiate School. Now, moving on to the broadcast events. For the fashion show event, in the third place, we have joint winners. We have Delhi Public School, Ruby Park, and St. Xavier's Collegiate School tied for the third place. And for the first place in the fashion show event, we have Pratt Memorial School and St. James School, again tied winners. For the Western dance event of the senior section, in the third place, we have Sushila Birla Girls School. In the second place, we have Birla High School. And in the first place, we have Lakshmipat Singhania Academy. For the senior Western music event, in the third place, we have Don Bosco Park Circus. In the second place, we have St. Xavier's Collegiate School. And in the first place, we have Garden High School. For the Eastern music event, in the third place, we have Garden High School. In the second place, we have Don Bosco Park Circus. And in the first place, we have Sri Shikshayadan School. For the last of the broadcast events at Spoof, in the third place, we have Sri Shikshayadan School. In the second place, we have Birla High School. And in the first place, we have La Martiniere for boys.
Moving on to the entry-based events. For the meme contest, in first place, we have Loreto House. In the third place, we have Loreto House. In the second place, we have Sri Shikshayadan School. And in the first place, we have Garden High School. In the 1 minute to fame event, in the third place, we yet again have Sri Shikshayadan School. In the second place, we have Assembly of God Church School. And in the first place, we again have Garden High School. For the photography event, in the third place, we have our very own school, St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Kolkata. In the second place, we have Modern High School. And in the first place, Pratt Memorial School. For the last entry-based event, for art event, in the third place, we have Rector School, Dharamtala. In the second place, we have Pratt Memorial School. And in the first place, Sri Shikshayadan School. Now moving on to the grouped events. In the first grouped event, X-Negotiations, the best manager event. In the third place, we have La Martiniere for boys. The second place is flagged by Don Bosco School Park Circus. And the first place, yet again, St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Kolkata. For the experiment event, in the third place, we have Don Bosco School Park Circus. Second place, Don Bosco School Lilwa. And first place, Garden High School. For the first time ever, we had introduced X-Fusion event, and in that event, in the third place, we have La Martiniere for boys. In the second place, we have Modern High School for girls, and in the first place, Loreto House. For the last grouped event, the Shark Tank and marketing event called X-Innovate, in the third place, we have Delhi Public School. In the second place, we have St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Kolkata, and in the first place, Modern High School. For the first time in the history of X-Uberance, we have introduced junior events this year. And in the first junior event, the junior fashion show, we have Birla High School and Delhi Public School Ruby Park tied for the third place, Loreto House in the second place, and St. Xavier's in the first place. In the junior elocution event, in the third place, we have Pratt Memorial School. In the second place, we have Birla High School. And in the first place, yet again, St. Xavier's Cathedral School, Kolkata. For the junior sit and draw event, in the third place, we have South City International School. Second place, St. Xavier's Cathedral School, Kolkata. And in the first place, Garden High School. Moving on, for the junior class 6 to 8 events, in the Western dance event, we have Sushila Birla Girls School at the third place, Assembly of God Church School in second place, and Lakshmi Batsangani Academy at the first place. In the Western music event for the junior events, in the third place, we have Birla High School. In the second place, we have Delhi Public School Ruby Park, and in the first place, Garden High School. For the last event, the junior quiz, in the third place, we have Birla High School. In the second place, Garden High School. And in the first place, St. James School, Kolkata.
Now, for the overall Best School Awards, we shall be disclosing that at the end of the ceremony. Moving on, now we'll have felicitation of the dignitaries. Firstly, I'd like to call upon Mr.Soumen, who shall felicitate the officer in charge of Shakespeare Ceramic. Okay, so we don't have the officer in charge here yet. Next up, we'll have Mr. Soumen felicitate the officer in charge of the Park Street. Next up, I'd like to call upon Mrs. Shubhra Saha to felicitate the additional OC of Park Street. Ma'am, if you could please stay back. We now felicitate Mr. Samrat from Z Bangla. Next up, I'd like to invite Mrs. Anushka Mandal to felicitate Jimmy Tangri of the 91.9 FM. And if you could please stay back. We'd now like to felicitate Mr. Devasis Saha of Karur Red Crew.
It's too cold outside. this way since 18, but lately a face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries, and they scream the worst things that happen to us, 'cause we just let our hands go mad for a couple of months. You don't wanna go outside tonight and fight to flash of the motherland. Set up to my land. It's the cold outside. Rain just fly. Rain just fly. Thank you.
Thank you, Aryan, Amitabh, Naman, Raj, and Rishabh for the wonderful renditions. Now, I would like to call upon Guruji Shah, the President of X-Uberance 21, for his address.
Exactly 355 days ago at 6 o'clock in the evening, I logged into the closing ceremony of X-Uberance 20, and never in my wildest dreams could I imagine myself standing here to address today's auspicious gathering as the President of X-Uberance 21. A very good morning to Madam Vice Principal, Mrs. Soma Gomes, our Chief Guest, Mr.Soumen Mitra, Police Commissioner of Kolkata, our guests of honor, our teachers, representatives, and everyone else present here. To start off with a note of gratitude, I would like to thank Reverend Father Principal for giving us the opportunity to conduct X-Uberance 21, Madam Vice Principal for encouraging us with her involvement of the junior events, our teachers in charge, Mrs. Joita Basu and Mr. Shomnath Dhar, without whom it would not have been possible to bring X-Uberance back to life. The student body, consisting of 12 other members from the core committee, the tech team, consisting of 8 members, and the event management team, having more than 30 members. I shall not take long, and as I speak, I begin to realize that tomorrow morning, I shall no longer be walking into the school office and disturb Florence ma'am while she is busy. I shall no longer be calling Mrs. Joita Basu at odd hours to get my silly doubts clarified. I am going to miss the thrill of all those last minute changes and the exhilaration behind all the organized chaos. As a core committee, organizing a special performance for the first time does hold a lot of gravity, but to put that into perspective, we are more proud of the moments we have made and the memories we have shared, which have been etched into the crevices of eternity. To all the participating schools, we are truly humbled by the overwhelming response, and trust me, it couldn't have got any better. The previous 2 to 2.5 months went into orchestrating this entire fest, and now that the story is coming to an end, it is time we finish with our last chapter. To put an end to the final chapter of X-Uberance 21, I would request Madam Vice Principal to declare X-Uberance 21 closed. This is Boydurja Shah signing off till the next time I see you all again.
It is indeed a pleasure, Boydurja, for your success of the entire team. So I declare X-Uberance 21 closed.
Thank you so much, Guruji and ma'am. Now, everyone, please write the school line for me. Core committee members, please come in front of the school anthem.